Hi, this is Vicki. Welcome to Mountain Valley Natural Living. Today we are going to be making some ultra conditioning hair conditioner bars. Gather all of your ingredients and we'll get started here in just a minute. I'll show you a picture of what they look like. This is just my introductory thing for Mountain Valley Naturals. This is what they look like, and they are wonderful, they're beautiful, they're shiny, and they're very, very conditioning. I think you're gonna love them. That's what they look like in the pan, of course, and that's how thick they are. I like my bars to be about 3 ounces and thick, and this is all the ingredients you need to gather. All right, let's get started for the video. Hi, welcome to Mountain Valley Natural Living with Vicki. I'm Vicki, welcome back. If you're new, thanks for joining. And if you're a regular, thank you for joining again. Today we are going to make a hair conditioner bar. It's a solid bar that I make for Mountain Valley Naturals, and I sell it for $14. I make it in these molds right here. They end up being about 3 ounce bars when I'm done with it. Today I'm going to show you how I make them. There's a lot involved, but it's pretty easy because really what you do is you mix it all together. You have to get it to a certain temperature and then you let it cool. You put in your vitamin E and your fragrance or whatever you're going to put in it to make it smell nice. I use coconut soleil and a little bit of vanilla, and it smells wonderful. This is a very conditioning conditioner bar for your hair. It has BTMS 50, okay? This is an anhydrous product, so it doesn't have any water, okay? So that's why we don't need a preservative in this, right? It's got BTMS 50. This is 211 grams of BTMS 50. This is the little pellets, okay? I have marshmallow root infused rice bran oil. I infused my own marshmallow root myself in the rice bran oil, and this has been sitting for about 6 to 8 weeks. I have 53 grams of it, okay? I have Argan Oil, which is amazing for your hair. Very conditioning for your hair shaft, the scalp, all of it. For hair growth, it's wonderful for your hair. 23 grams of Argan Oil. And I will put all this in the description as well. I'm just going through what I'm going to be putting together. Okay? Broccoli seed oil. This gives the slip and the nice conditioning soft feel to your hair. Broccoli seed oil, 23 grams. Okay, this is Cetyl Alcohol. Alcohol is a conditioning agent. This Cetyl Alcohol is not the same as the alcohol that you were thinking of that's a 90 proof or 70 proof that you spray for antiseptic or things like that. Different kind. It's a pellet form and it's a conditioning agent that helps this conditioner bar be wonderful and moisturizing when you use it. And conditioner bars last a lot longer than regular because there's no waste. You put it on your head and you rub it in, lather it up. It'll have a little bit of lather, but it's wonderful for your hair, and it's all natural and organic. This is my tallow. I do put tallow in it. The Cetyl Alcohol, I forgot to tell you how much is in it. Cetyl Alcohol is 121 grams, okay? I have tallow in this, which gives amazing hair, skin benefits. 98 grams. Stearic Acid. This is another conditioning agent, and it helps bind everything together, and it's wonderful to put in products like this. 8 grams. Okay. I have 3 grams of vitamin E. Okay, this is my vitamin E. I have 3 grams of vitamin E. And then as far as my oil that I'm going to put in for fragrance, you put in, let me see, I'm going to be putting in, I forgot how much I used. It's about 3%. It's not a lot, but maybe about 3 to 5 grams of the fragrance. So that is all that I'm going to put in. I'm going to use a big enough container like this. I got a stirrer, I have a thermometer, and we'll go over the temperatures and everything. What I'm going to do first, I have a double boiler type situation over there on the stove. What I'm going to do first is melt the structural ingredients, which is my BTMS 50, 211 grams, my Cetyl Alcohol, 121 grams, my Tallow, 98 grams, and my Stearic Acid, 8 grams. I'm going to put all of those in here, and I'm going to put them over there on the stove and let them start melting. Sometimes it takes these things a little bit of time, so we want it to be nice and smooth, no clumps, nothing like that. So all I'm doing now is putting this in this container. Okay? That's that. Now I'm going to put it right on top of here. I'm going to put my tallow right in there like that. Okay? And this will start melting down really easy and really fast once I put it over there, but it does take a minute once it gets going. This is my Stearic Acid, 8 grams. Okay? Alright? So that's all of those. Now I'm going to go over here to the stove, and we can pick up when I get over there. Okay. I only have about 2 inches of water in here, and I also have a little rag in there. I like to put just a wash rag in the bottom so I don't break my glasses. These are safe for very high heat, but I've broken a few glasses, not this kind, but other glasses that I've used, like measuring cups. So now I'm going to get this melting. I'm going to get my other ingredients together, and then I'll get back with you with the next step. Okay, I just wanted to show you, it's been about 20 minutes, and this is what it looks like right now. Okay, it's just barely starting to melt. My tallow in there is what's helping this melt. You can put it in the microwave, but I don't suggest doing that. You can add some of your oils in here to help it melt faster, but you got to check your packaging and your labeling for the melting points of all of your ingredients. The reason I don't put my rice bran oil or my argan oil in here is because this has a different melting point than the other oils, and it can diminish the properties in it, and it won't be as effective. So that's why you do all of the solid and the other oils first, which these are oils and waxy type things. As far as our tallow, you know, that's an oil, but it's a solid oil, but you can melt it down. So that's why you do it like this, but it does take a minute, so be patient. Okay, this has now been going about 35 minutes. I don't know if you can see it. See how over in the side it's getting to be clear? That means it's melting. When it's clear, it's ready for you to mix your other oils in it. But for right now, I'm just letting it melt. And I told you it takes a minute, so just be patient. Okay, it's been about 50 minutes and you can see what it looks like now. It's becoming clearer. So in about 5 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and take it off of the oven, off the double boiler situation, and then I'm going to let it cool to about 120. I'm going to keep stirring it, and then I'll add my other oils. But also what I'm going to do is these oils here, I want them to be a little bit warm, so I'm going to put them in this measuring cup, and I'm going to just get them warm to about maybe 110, maybe 100, so I don't put cold with hot. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, it has been now about 55 minutes, and I wanted you to see what my BTMS, my Cetyl Alcohol, and Tallow, and Stearic Acid looks like. You see how it got clear? This is what it looks like. It's hot. See, that's what it looks like. So now I'm going to turn it off. I know it's completely incorporated and melted. I'm going to take it off of the stove. I mixed my other oils in here. I'm going to just put them in here and let them get warm. So when I mix them all together, I'm not putting cold into hot, and then it'll turn to wax, because this is a waxy substance. You can see it around the edges right here. See, it's a waxy substance. But, all right, I'll be right back. Okay, what I've done, I heated up my argan oil, broccoli seed oil, and my marshmallow root infused rice bran oil to about maybe 100. And then this has cooled to about 160, 166. I'm going to go ahead and put it in there. It was at about 180, 185, but tallow needs to be heated up, just FYI, to about 165 for all the good properties to be coming out of it, and for it to be effective and have all the nourishment values that tallow has for hair, skin, and whatever you're making. In this case, shampoo bars. Not shampoo bars, excuse me, conditioner bars. I make shampoo bars too with tallow. So I just mixed all that together. You can see it kind of turned white. But I'm going to continue mixing this until it cools down a little bit. You can't wait too long or you won't be able to pour it. You see how it's kind of like a waxy substance? As it cools, it's going to be more difficult to pour. So now it is about 155. I'm just going to let it cool a little bit more, and then I'm going to put it in this mold. And when you put it in your molds, don't forget to have it on a tray or something, because when you put it in your molds, if you don't have it on a tray, you're going to lose it all. Ask me how I know that too. And I also spray the molds with 90% alcohol. You're supposed to do that with soap. You know, whenever you do your soaps, it takes the bubbles out, but this is also just kind of cleaning them right quick, and that alcohol will dissipate. Now I'm going to go ahead and put in my vitamin E. There's my vitamin E. And this was 5 grams of my fragrance. Okay. This is Coconut Soleil. It smells lovely. Coconut Soleil and a little bit of vanilla bean. It smells lovely. Okay, I'm gonna let this cool just a little bit more and then I'll pour it in the molds. All right, so now I'm going to pour this in the molds. I've been stirring it for about 5 minutes and it's down to about 140, something like that. So I went ahead and added my fragrance and my vitamin E a little early, which is fine. You can see it's kind of like a lotion right now, but I want to go ahead and pour it in my molds while it's still pourable. You see, it's like that, like so. And I'm not filling them all the way to the top. I like to get 3-ounce bars out of this, but I may just get 4. I thought I was going to get 6, but as you can see, a lot of people make their conditioner bars really thin, but I like mine to be thicker. Okay, I might even get one more in this one right here. Well, I might be able to get 6. Yeah, I think I might. Just didn't look like it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to get 6 easy. You see how it's getting thicker on me? Now you just fill up the ones that need a little extra. Get all that goodness out of there. And then we'll let this sit overnight and let these get hard. And we'll come back tomorrow and see what they look like. Okay? Let's see, this one needs a little more. Like so. Almost done, see? You want to get every bit of that goodness out of there because you've worked hard to make this. Okay. All right, so this is what it looks like in the molds. I don't know if you can see that good. That's what it looks like. So now I'm going to kind of tamper these down like so. Flatten them out. Get any air bubbles out that might be in there. And it's already starting to get hard. See, that's what I'm doing, just tamping it down. So I got 6 good sized bars out of that, and they're going to be about 1.5 to 2 inches thick, which is the way I like mine, because I do sell them for $14 a piece. And that's what they look like. And here is what the solution is starting to get hard already, like in this container. I told you it's kind of a waxy consistency. See, that's what it looks like. I can put this on here and it'll go ahead and get hard in there. All right, so we'll come back tomorrow and we'll see what we got. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Today I am going to be unveiling our hair conditioner bars that we made yesterday. I said I would come back and let you see what they look like the next day. It's been 24 hours and the unveiling is absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can see that. They're nice, they're shiny, they feel very moisturizing. They're hard. They're hard. They're hard bars. I wouldn't ship them in the summertime because they probably would melt, but I think they're good. They're gonna, excuse me, I think they're gonna be lovely, and they're gonna be so conditioning. These are much better than my last conditioner bars. So I was trying to perfect the recipe, and sometimes it takes a couple of practice runs until you find the exact recipe that you want. And I think I've finally done it. They smell absolutely wonderful. They smell summery and fresh. And it's the coconut soleil with a little bit of vanilla bean that I got from Candle Science. And it's, you know, all natural, very healthy fragrance oil and essential oils that I use. Just follow the recipe like I did yesterday, and yours will turn out just like this. The only thing I did different is broccoli seed oil is kind of expensive, and I only had 4 ounces. So I reduced that by about 10 grams because I think the recipe calls for 23 grams. I didn't have enough to use 23 grams of my broccoli seed oil because I also put it in my shampoo bars. But you can either just put in about 5 or 6 grams or substitute it with, if you have your rice bran oil that you have infused marshmallow root in, which is perfect for these. I suggest trying that because it works very well in conditioner bars and it works well in shampoos too. But you put other proteins and a rice protein dropper in the shampoo bars and the panthenol, the B5, and things like that in your shampoo bars. And you put in, you know, noodles to where you can have lather. But in these, you don't want all of that. You don't want lather. You just want the conditioning, final effect of, you know, smooth, non-frizzy, lovely, shiny hair. So anyway, this is what they turned out to look like, and I think you're going to love them. Give them a try. Let me know in the comments if you try it. And until next time, I'll see ya. Thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and send it to your friends and family and tell them to watch and all that stuff. Okay? See you later.